What's up, football fans? Today we're diving into another twist in the Aaron Rodgers saga, a story that's proving the NFL offseason is full of surprises. With the draft drawing closer, one thing's becoming crystal clear. Rodgers just isn't making a move to join the Steelers. Instead, he's been busy pitching a very different idea over in Minnesota. Let's set the stage. The Pittsburgh Steelers entered this offseason with high hopes, but ended up losing key pieces. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson have both flown the coop in free agency. Now, with Mason Rudolph as the backup quarterback, Pittsburgh's left scrambling for a true QB solution. Sure, they could look to draft a promising arm like Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, or even Will Howard, but for months, their number one priority seemed to be landing a veteran presence in Aaron Rodgers. But here's the kicker. Despite showing some flirtation with the idea of coming to Pittsburgh, Rodgers has been keeping his options wide open. According to NFL insider Albert Breer, Rodgers recently took his talents to the Minnesota Vikings, pitching himself as a one-year stopgap who could lead the team all the way to a Super Bowl next season. That's right, Rodgers went to the Vikings and laid it on the line, saying he'd not only be a game changer on the field, but he'd also help mentor their promising second-year quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, who missed an entire season with an ACL injury. Now, imagine that for a minute. Rodgers, a four-time NFL MVP, stepping into a Vikings offense featuring dynamic playmakers like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and teaming up again with his old buddy and former Packers mate, Aaron Jones. It's a tantalizing proposition, and one that sends shivers down the spines of many in Pittsburgh. After all, if Rodgers is pitching Minnesota as his next stop, it sends a big message to the Steelers. He's not fully on board with the idea of coming back to Pittsburgh. For the Steelers, this situation is as frustrating as it is baffling. After chasing Rodgers for what feels like an eternity, the team is now forced to confront the reality that their long-awaited quarterback solution may never materialize. While Pittsburgh might publicly back Mason Rudolph as the future of the franchise, there's no question that they're feeling the sting of this missed opportunity. With rivals like Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson lighting up the AFC, having a clearly defined leader under center is more crucial than ever. And Rudolph's not exactly a sure bet. And that's exactly why Rodgers' Vikings pitch is such a blow to Steelers faithful. It not only exposes Rodgers' reluctance to fully commit to Pittsburgh, but also underscores the tough choices the Steelers now face. Do they scramble to develop a rookie or gamble on a less proven veteran alternative? Or do they wait for a miracle that simply might never come? So, what do you think, Steelers Nation? Is Rodgers really steering clear of Pittsburgh, leaving them in a lurch just when they need a quarterback the most? Or is there still hope for a long-term solution on the horizon, even if it means backing up Rudolph or taking a risky shot on a young gun? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this unfolding drama. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the ever-twisting quarterback saga, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more insider NFL news and analysis. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more gridiron drama right here on our channel.
What's going on, NFL fanatics? The Aaron Rodgers saga continues. And honestly, it's starting to feel like a never-ending reality TV show. Just when you think you have a handle on where this future Hall of Famer might land, another twist emerges. And this latest revelation? Well, it's a doozy, especially if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Apparently, Rodgers wasn't just passively considering his options, he was actively trying to woo one of the Jets' biggest rivals. Let's dive into this quarterback carousel and see where it might finally stop. Let's set the stage here. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in a bit of a quarterback predicament. After losing both Justin Fields and Russell Wilson in free agency this offseason. Wait. Hold on, my bad. It seems I might be getting my wires crossed with a different timeline. As of today, April 16, 2025, those moves haven't actually happened yet in the real world. But in the hypothetical world of this article, let's roll with it. So, in this scenario, the Steelers are left with Mason Rudolph as their current QB1 heading into the 2025 season. Now, while Rudolph is a capable backup, let's be honest, Steelers fans probably aren't envisioning him leading them to a Super Bowl just yet. Especially in a division that boasts the likes of Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. The article mentions that the Steelers could potentially draft a quarterback like Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, or even Will Howard in the upcoming draft. These are all talented young prospects. But relying on a rookie to immediately step in and lead a team with Super Bowl aspirations is a risky proposition. That's why, according to this article, the Steelers' top priority for months has been none other than the legendary, albeit sometimes enigmatic, Aaron Rodgers. Now, here's where things get really interesting, and potentially heartbreaking for Steelers fans. Despite reportedly showing some interest in joining the black and gold, Aaron Rodgers has apparently been playing the field, exploring all his options, and according to NFL insider Albert Breer, Rodgers even went so far as to make a direct pitch to the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, you heard that right, the Vikings. The same Vikings who play in that giant horn, wear purple, and are generally considered rivals of any AFC team, let alone the Steelers. The article states that Rodgers suggested to the Vikings that he could be the quarterback to lead them to a Super Bowl next season. Not only that, but he also offered to mentor their young quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, who, in this hypothetical scenario, missed all of last season with an ACL injury. Can you imagine the audacity? It's like offering to help your biggest rival win the championship. You have to admit, if Rodgers were to land in Minnesota, it would be a terrifying prospect for the rest of the NFC North, and frankly, the entire league. The Vikings already possess a potent offense, featuring superstar wide receiver Justin Jefferson, the talented Jordan Addison, and, adding insult to injury for Packers fans, Rodgers' former teammate in Green Bay, running back Aaron Jones. That's a serious arsenal of weapons for any quarterback to work with. The thought of Rodgers orchestrating that offense is enough to give opposing defensive coordinators nightmares. Meanwhile, back in Pittsburgh, you can only imagine the frustration brewing within the Steelers organization. While they might be publicly expressing their support for Mason Rudolph, deep down, they have to know that relying solely on him to lead them through a tough AFC North division against the likes of Burrow's Bengals and Jackson's Ravens is a long shot. Rodgers represents a proven, Super Bowl-winning talent who could immediately elevate the Steelers into contention. The fact that he's seemingly entertaining offers from other teams, especially a team like the Vikings, has to be a tough pill to swallow for Steelers fans who were hoping he might be their quarterback savior. So, if Rodgers is seriously considering the Vikings, what does this mean for the Steelers' quarterback situation? It likely means they need to shift their focus and seriously consider those draft prospects mentioned earlier, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, and Will Howard. Perhaps they'll even look at other quarterbacks in the draft or explore potential free agent options that might become available. One thing is clear. The Steelers can't afford to wait around indefinitely for Rodgers to make a decision. They need to have a solid plan in place for the upcoming season. This latest development, with Aaron Rodgers actively pitching himself to the Minnesota Vikings, seems to indicate that his intentions might lie elsewhere. And perhaps Pittsburgh isn't his preferred destination after all. While anything is still possible in the crazy world of the NFL offseason, Steelers fans might need to start preparing themselves for a future without Rodgers under center. It's a tough break for a team that's clearly looking for a quarterback to lead them back to Super Bowl contention. What do you think, NFL fans? Is Rodgers heading to the Vikings? Are the Steelers running out of options? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL news and rumors.